Hi guys, welcome to Dolly and Associates. I'm Dolly and today we are at Purcell Golf, formerly the Kimberly Golf Club. There's a lot going on here and we are going to investigate. Let's go check it out. Joining me today is Duncan McLeod, former International Education Manager with Rocky Mountain School District 6 and current President of Purcell International Education. Duncan, thanks for joining me today.
Thanks for joining us here at Purcell Golf.
We're very excited about the conversation we're going to have about what Purcell has happening on these grounds and in the community. But first, we're going to get some balls, we're going to head out to the greens, and I have a bit of a confession. I don't know how to golf, Duncan.
Don't worry, Dolly. We'll get you set up.
Excellent. Okay, let's go.
All right, Purcell Golf Pro Shop. We're gonna go in, we're gonna get you some rental clubs. Are you left or right-handed?
I am right-handed.
I'm left-handed. Perfect pair, let's go.
Let's go.
Thank you. All right, Dolly, clubs, something's missing. Hat.
Hat.
How's that?
Perfect. It is excellent. I feel ready.
All right, Dolly, welcome to the Purcell Golf driving range.
I gotta tell you, Duncan, I'm excited.
I'm excited too. It's actually a really fitting place for us to be because right now, this is the space where teaching and learning happens at Purcell Golf, home of the Kimberly Golf Club. Soon, there'll be teaching and learning happening elsewhere on this site, and I'm really looking forward to telling you more about that. Tee shots here.
Excellent, Duncan. So I feel like I am a great threat to your maintenance manager on site. So please give him my condolences for the work ahead after I take a few swings.
All right, a little extra ground to cover. That is a great shot.
Why, thank you, my friend.
There is no need for warnings.
Woo, grounder! I have strong memories of golfing. I was never the one golfing, but my father.
Whoa.
My father was a strong golfer.
Bullet. Nice
That's
one.
a bullet. That's what we call a bullet.
I don't know. Made that up on the fly. Fantastic.
My dad would be so proud. Good shot.
It's nice to hit it. That was awesome. Great job on the driving range. We're going to make you an honorary member of the Kimberly Golf Club at Purcell Golf.
So very kind.
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun. Thank you for your help.
Well, thank you for journeying out here with me. We're a little further afield at Purcell Golf. What you're looking at and what you're feeling is both the progress we're making and the energy and enthusiasm that's in the air here.
And this is the flagship project under Purcell International currently. This is the moving around of the golf course so that you can make way for the high school coming in.
Correct, it's all connected. So where we were at the driving range was very, very close to where we're going to be building the school. But before we can build the school, we have to build replacement holes that'll take the place of the holes we're removing for the campus.
So please, let's talk a little bit more about the high school. I know that there are some amazing adventures ahead in the progress. Can you go into a little bit more detail about the international boarding school that is Purcell Collegiate?
Sure. No, Purcell Collegiate is the realization of a vision that's been incubating for a while. There's traditionally been a gulf between private and public education in British Columbia, and honestly, throughout the world. And what we're trying to do with Purcell, what we've succeeded in doing with Purcell Collegiate, is creating a paradigm shift and a bridge between public and private, and realizing benefits for all kids as a result.
Mm-hmm. The sustainability aspect is huge for your development of the high school. What's going to happen with your adaptability? And you have a lot of really interesting ideas. I know that we were talking about just absorbing any kind of new eco-technology, and can you fill me in?
Well, yeah, I'm inspired by your question. It's been a really integrated and engaged journey for us, because that initial kernel, the vision I previously articulated, building a bridge between public and private, the pioneering engagement model we have for the school was just the start. And what's happened since in terms of momentum and accumulation with community connectivity and more minds bringing more and more ideas, the net result is what you're excited about in terms of what we're going to realize as a sustainable school, as a school infused with Indigenous education aspects and features, the First Peoples Principles of Learning, Indigenous ways of knowing, our evolving partnership with the Uckham community of the Ktunaxa First Nation, which we've already realized so many benefits from, and in our preschool, and toward the creation of not just the educational and engagement model for the school once operating, but the design of the school itself. They've been tremendously supportive, and the input they provided as distinguishing. This is going to be a very, very special, very, very unique school in a very, very amazing place. The big reason, the higher purpose for putting the school in Kimberley and not in Maple Ridge or Saanich is because of the rural development opportunity, the social impact potential. And this space allows us to do that. These kids will be connected to Kimberley because of their proximity, and at the same time they'll be connected to nature. It really is a singular location in that regard, and it'll allow that interplay we just discussed, where the community can benefit from the amenity, and those attending the school at the amenity can benefit from the community, and that's what's so inspirational.
It sounds innovative and inspirational without question.
We're excited.
What am I going to see if I'm a student entering? And I'm excited. It's my first day of school. I'm on campus. What am I going to see?
Fantastic question. Well, you're going to walk into a place that feels and looks inclusive, that feels and is accessible, and that is infused with the First Peoples Principles of Learning as applied, the Indigenous ways of knowing as nurtured and guided by the Uckham community members that we're working with. One of the things I'm most excited about you seeing, whether it's going to be a wall mural or where it's going to be situated and how it's going to be presented, a non-traditional but hopefully soon to be readily identifiable map of North America that doesn't show provinces or states, it shows traditional territories.
Beautiful.
This is the type of learning environment we're seeking to cultivate, and the type of learning opportunity that we intend to create.
And what's amazing is that these kids coming in won't know anything other than what you're presenting, and these are advancements that should have been 50 years ago, but how wonderful that you can present them now.
Oh, very, very timely and very, very crucial. The United Nations Declaration on the Rights of Indigenous Peoples, the Truth and Reconciliation Commission, and the 94 Calls to Action, all of these things are vital to the sustainability aspect of our school, because sustainability
of our culture.
Absolutely.
Which is what you're fusing together.
Exactly, yeah. Sustainability often has a one-dimensional sort of application and understanding with regard to environmental stewardship, which is obviously hugely important, but it also speaks to sustainable systems in other applications, whether it's economies or political systems, sociocultural realities, and we are not at a sustainable place in Canada right now with our Indigenous peoples. And the opportunity to extend that sustainability culture on campus to a variety of aspects and applications is one of the things that's very, very motivating to everyone involved at the core, and we hope very, very attractive to the human capital that is already reaching out to us locally, regionally, and even internationally with interest in the school.
Excellent. So as a parent in the community, my children might not be attending the school, but how can they participate in different aspects of Purcell Collegiate?
Yeah, that's where the pioneering engagement model comes in. After school, every day, the doors fling open. And this is where the students who are on campus get to engage with the kids going to Selkirk, the kids going to Mount Baker, the kids from DTSS in Invermere, or FSS in Fernie. We've had inquiries from up and down the valley. And that's where they'll get together, they'll learn together in a suite of clubs and extracurricular activities that would otherwise only be available in Vancouver or Toronto, whether it's an aviation club, an AI club, a pre-med, pre-law, Ktunaxa language, history, and culture. All of these opportunities are going to be available after school. And then in the evening, we're looking to engage with community members for what's traditionally called continuing education for adults in the community.
One other aspect that you've already began is a new childcare facility, which in a small community is quite vital. So a new space. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Yeah, it was a carts and horses situation. When we announced the purchase of the golf course from the Kimberley Golf Club, it generated a lot of excitement and interest, and interestingly enough, the first inquiries were around when will the childcare facility open, because people had seen in our previous community engagement presentations a little playground and a space allocated to childcare, which was always part of the vision for Purcell Collegiate. It creates a learning opportunity, a connectivity opportunity for students. It's also a supportive amenity for staff, and then it creates additional spaces for the community at large. So what we did in terms of carts and horses is put that cart in front of the Purcell Collegiate Horse, and we opened our childcare facility in the old Meadowbrook Elementary School building September last year. We started with 2 cohorts, an infant toddler cohort and a pre-K cohort. We're expanding to a 3rd cohort in September, which will be a forest pre-K, which is really, really exciting. And we look forward, once Purcell Collegiate is realized, to creating what will essentially be for Purcell Preschool a second campus, so that we'll then have kind of a bookend childcare opportunity for Kimberley families, one on the north/east side at Meadowbrook School, and one here on the way to Cranbrook at the Purcell Collegiate campus
Everything
itself.
about this is community development,
Yes.
which is what you're enriching the growth of all generations in this community. Kimberley and surrounding areas really has become the center of the universe for Purcell.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
It is definitely the center of our universe.
Yes. Okay, so we went over a little bit about Purcell Collegiate. We have the daycare and the golf course. Now that we stand here, this is a time-tested and family-approved course. It is beloved by all community members. And tell me how it's going to evolve. We have a few new holes. Tell me a little bit more about how it's going to evolve and how it's going to remain with the roots of Kimberley.
Yeah, that's a key part of our development plan, is maintaining the history and the culture of this place in support of the school itself. You know, this is a special location and a special place for the community in terms of the 100-year history of this as the Kimberley Golf Club, but then also in terms of our Indigenous engagement with the Uckham community and the learning aspect of the truth and reconciliation process. There is so much for all of us to learn, and one of the learning opportunities we're hoping to highlight here at the Kimberley Golf Club, because of its strategic location, it was strategic for us as in terms of the school and where and how and why we built it, but it's also strategic historically, and I'm not talking 1924, we're talking 10 to 15,000 years. This is Kukamanam, and it's a nexus point in the Ktunaxa Nation in terms of that much longer and really, really important history that we're hoping to become a conduit for. And you're going to see that reflected on our websites. They're all going to have an orange button in the top right corner that says Indigenous, and when you click on that, you're going to get to read the history of Kukumanam, learn more about the Uckham community and the Ktunaxa Nation, and that's all a launching board and a precursor to what's going to happen in the school. So it is very, very exciting to be supporting and maintaining the golf history of the club, while at the same time revealing and highlighting the Indigenous history of this special place. It's very, very inspiring.
Duncan, I think the community is going to feel privileged to have you operate and to help us grow and to really reclaim history in that growth. Thank you for joining me today. If folks wanted to take a peek, have a little bit more information, where can they look?
At Purcell Collegiate on social media and www.purcellcollegiate.ca on the web.
What a wonderful day at the golf course. I'm going to wrap things up with a little bit of putting. Woo! Oh, so close! Maybe this will help me line it up, like playing pool. I'm excited that my putter looks like a transformer, but it would be very useful if somebody let me know what this part does. You're like, that wasn't correct. That's a wrap. Thanks to Duncan McLeod of Purcell International. Don't forget to check out more Dolly and Associates on YouTube, Facebook, and through Shaw Spotlight. Thanks for joining. We'll see you next time. Okay, Mr. Paul, you're gonna listen to me. We're gonna get into that hole. I'm gonna give you a little bit of a putt, and you're gonna go where you belong, okay?